Have you ever wondered what all the parts of an airplane are called? The world of aviation is a fascinating one, filled with complex machinery and intricate designs. From the tip of the nose to the end of the tail, each part of an airplane has its own unique name and function. It's not just about wings and engines, there's so much more to discover. So buckle up your seatbelts, we're about to embark on an exciting journey. In this video, we'll walk you through the names of all the parts that make up an airplane. First up, we have the fuselage. Think of the fuselage as the main body of the airplane. It's like a big tube that houses all the important stuff. Picture the cockpit where the pilots work their magic, the cabin where passengers sit back and enjoy their flight, and the cargo hold carrying everything from suitcases to the occasional exotic animal. It's all nestled securely within the fuselage. In essence, the fuselage is like the spine of the airplane, holding everything together. Next, we move on to the wings. The wings of an aircraft are the magic behind the miracle of flight. They slice through the air, creating a disparity in air pressure that allows the plane to lift off the ground. This phenomenon, known as lift, is all thanks to the wing's unique shape, termed as an airfoil. The airfoil is designed so that air moves faster over the top surface than the bottom, creating a lower pressure area above the wing. This lower pressure literally pulls the aircraft upwards, opposing the force of gravity, and voila! We have lift. Furthermore, the wings house the control surfaces, ailerons and flaps, which help control the plane's balance and speed. So you see, the wings do much more than just keep the plane in the air. They are the key to maneuverability, speed control, and the very essence of flight itself. Without wings, an airplane would just be a giant metal bus. Let's not forget about the tail. This part of the airplane is a lot more crucial than it might appear. Acting as the rudder of the aircraft, the tail provides the necessary stability and directional control. It's like the steering wheel of your car, but in the air. It allows the plane to yaw. That's a fancy term for moving left or right. So while it may not be as noticeable as the wings or engines, the tail is an essential component. The tail might look small, but it plays a big part in how the airplane moves. Now, let's take a look at the engines. The engines are the powerhouses of the airplane, the elemental components that give an aircraft the push it needs to defy gravity. They are the muscle that propels the airplane forward, allowing it to cut through the air and ascend into the sky. But how exactly do they do this? In a nutshell, engines work on the principle of thrust. They suck in a large amount of air, compress it, mix it with fuel, and ignite it. This combustion process results in a forceful expulsion of hot gases from the back of the engine, creating the forward thrust that pushes the airplane. So whether it's a small propeller engine on a light aircraft or a massive turbofan on a jumbo jet, the principle remains the same. They all generate thrust to move the airplane forward and help it climb to cruising altitude. Engines are the heart of the airplane, pumping power through its veins. Last but not least, we have the landing gear, the unsung heroes of aircraft functionality. These critical components shoulder the weight of the plane when it's not soaring through the skies. It's the landing gear that allows an airplane to taxi smoothly on the ground, steering it towards the runway for takeoff. During takeoff, the landing gear provides the necessary support to handle the immense pressure as the plane accelerates to lift off the ground. Once airborne, they retract, streamlining the aircraft's shape for efficient flight. When the journey nears its end, the landing gear descends once again, ready to absorb the shock of touchdown. Equipped with robust tires, they handle the friction of contact with the runway, bringing the plane to a halt with precision and control. In essence, the landing gear is the foundation upon which the marvel of flight rests. The landing gear ensures every journey starts and ends on a safe note. To recap, an airplane comprises several key parts. Each of these components plays a critical role in making an aircraft function the way it does. Let's quickly revisit them all. First, we have the fuselage. This is the main body of the aircraft, housing the cockpit, passengers, and cargo. It's the central structure that ties everything together, like the spine of the airplane. Next up, the wings. They are the heroes of flight, creating lift to get the plane off the ground. They're not just flat surfaces, but intricate structures with flaps and ailerons that help control the plane's movement. Then we come to the tail. It consists of the vertical stabilizer and horizontal stabilizer. These components work together to maintain the plane's balance and control its direction. Of course, we can't forget about the engines. They are the heart of the airplane, providing the thrust necessary to propel the aircraft forward. Whether it's a jet engine or a propeller engine, it's all about transforming fuel into raw power. Lastly, we have the landing gear. This is what allows the plane to take off, land, and taxi on the ground. It's a robust system designed to withstand enormous stress and keep the plane and its passengers safe. So next time when you board a plane, you'll know exactly what each part does. Thanks for watching.